What's up, squad? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Zone, also known as Seek. We are finally getting around to making rush routes on some of the new maps. We've gotten a lot recently, and today we are starting out with hideout rush routes in Search and Destroy. I hope you guys enjoy. If you do, let me know by leaving a like on the video. If you are new to the channel as well, be sure to subscribe and join the Seek squad. If you've missed any of the past rush route videos I have made, I will put a link in the description to a playlist with all of them, so be sure to go check it out if you have not already. Without further ado though, let's hop right into it. So starting out, first thing I want to point out is we recently learned that the M19 is no longer the fastest way to run. It's been switched back to the knife. So if you have not already, take off your M19 and put a knife back on. I miss my Akimbo M19s, but the knife is back to being 103% speed, whereas the M19 used to be 103%. It was flipped. They switched it back in a little secret update with Season 3. So if you didn't know that, it wasn't even in the patch notes. The knife is now faster, so go back to it if you have not already. Alright, so for my rush routes on this map, the setup I run, I don't use double time, I just use EOD. Double time's kind of overkill because it's a pretty small map. And I also run a knife secondary. Recently with Season 3, they silent patched the whole M19 being faster than a knife thing that we had for a while. So if you're running M19 as your secondary, switch back to a knife because the knife is now the fastest way to run once again in Modern Warfare. But typically on this map, I still use the classic frag and then a stun or smoke. Mainly smokes on this map. There's a couple routes that I run stuns on. Other than that though, SMG class, you guys know the drill. We just have a P90 on for the moment. But we're going to go over offense, starting things off. First route is going to be my A route. Grab the bomb, throw the smoke, cook the nade over the top, and then come straight through. When you hug this corner, peek the head glitch in case the nade didn't get him, and then work your way through here. Typically, I'll slide over here and make sure that whoever got hit with the nade is dead. I'll check this area. Then I can either plant the bomb or I can flank all the way through to the spawn. Alright, this goes for the first route and the second route. One thing I do want to point out is that canopy is useless. Streaks go through it, nades go through it. It's like when you throw that spawn nade with the first route and with this route I'm about to show you, don't worry about getting it over the top of the canopy because it'll literally go through it. Like, it doesn't matter, in case you guys did not know. But starting things off, once again, we have a smoke. Throw the smoke over here. You're going to want to run, jump on the car, hit the wall, cook the nade, throw the nade over the top. It's essentially the same route, but you can pick people up over here if you have a low recoil SMG, and then make your way into A. Picking off the same places and working your way through the spawn, or you can stop and plant the bomb if you would like. One thing with rushes on hideout that you got to keep in mind is if they do have thermal snipers, you're kind of screwed. You haven't really run into that many thermal snipers on this map. Most people just use a regular sniper scope on this map. Haven't ran into many thermals, but if people do start thermaling, you're gonna have to be really careful when you run those mid routes. They're really good, but you got to, it's just like the shoot house routes essentially. If they have thermal, you got to try to bob and weave to make sure they don't hit you. But going into the next route, this is my mid route, which once again, if they have thermal, you're screwed on. But if they don't, usually works out pretty well. And this is a pretty aggressive route, so you want to be very careful when running it. It's not one of those routes you want to just suicide yourself through. You want to kind of methodically rush through the middle on this one. You're going to throw the smoke, of course, and then you're going straight through. And you want to hit the corner of the crate and run inside first off. You're going to try to run behind anybody that ran through here initially, and you can pick anybody else that came out through this building or that ran through middle and cut through here. You'll come right behind them because they'll get through this doorway before you do. You can pick them off. Once you pick them off, you're going to want to come out here and kind of be wary of your head glitches in your front, and you can kind of slowly make your way, hopefully picking off a couple people as you go, to the spawn, checking areas like there, and over here, and then watch these head glitches as you make your way through, and you can flank all the way through the spawn to be getting quite a few kills on this map. I'll show a clip at the end if you guys don't know. I'll put clips at the end showing some of these rush routes, one of them being this one, just to show you guys what I mean by being careful and watching every place when going through it. That's kind of a hard one to show just in custom games. You kind of want to see that one in real game. Alright, this next route is all about taking control of the mid building. The mid building in this map is very powerful. If you get control of it, you can see both bomb sites through the windows. So it's a great place to take control of. Starting things off though, knife swap. Run straight through. Right before you hit the truck, cook the nade and throw it over to A. Same nade we've been throwing. Run through here, slide in, check the door for enemy pushing. Check there. Head glitch this, and you'll pick anybody off that just rushes you. Kind of want to chill here for a minute and then kind of work your way through the windows, watching where enemies are over at B, getting an idea of where they are. A lot of times there's snipers, so I wouldn't recommend just popping out and challenging unless you're just confident. But for the most part, you're going to want to just kind of take it slow and then figure out who you want to challenge first and try to pick them off. You can also work your way over to this building and pick people off at A. And just kind of take control of this entire building. Typically, once I feel like I've done that, I'll then hop out this window and try to flank around to the people that are sitting way back behind the wall in their spawn. And I'll run all the way back around here, and I'll challenge them this way to finish off the round. Alright, for this next shot, you're ideally going to want Dead Silence for, and the really good time to run it is after you've done the mid-building push. If you've done the mid-building push, the last shot I showed you guys, and you've taken control of it really well, and you've gotten a bunch of kills, this next shot is a great one to run after that, because they're going to all be running in mid-building, expecting you to be there, and you're going to be behind them, and they're going to be so confused. You're going to want to smoke for this as well. So you're going to knife swap, run through. When you hit this corner, hit the building, cook the nade, throw the nade right there, throw the smoke. Then you're going to break your way through, check right down here, and you're going to want to work your way up behind them, flanking the people that are rushing up top to kill you, assuming you're going to be up there. And you just kind of take over the mid building once again. Typically, I'll end up making my way over here to see if anybody's ran through to A, and I can pick them off. And I have full control over the mid building. I can pick a bomb site, or I can finish killing the rest of the team. Alright, switching things over to defense. First things first, we're going to do my B route. Get the knife swap. Run over here. Cook the nade as soon as you hit the wall. Throw the nade over the top. Throw the smoke right there. Run straight through. Slide around. Shoot through there in case anybody's sitting on it. You can kind of work your way, picking off enemies as you go. It's also kind of helpful to check back here in case anybody made it. You can kind of work your way through. Be careful of this building as well. People sit in those windows. You can kind of make your way through to be on the flank and get as many people as you possibly can. That route is kind of a tough one to pull off because people like to sit in these buildings, but if you're able to get the smoke and the nade right, hopefully a nade kill, it can end up being really well as long as you play it careful and try to single enemies out. Alright, my next shot is probably the most aggressive route on this map. We're just going straight down the middle, but it's also really fun to run because you usually get a lot of kills. Then I'm going to throw the smoke right down middle, throw the nade over the top of the building, run straight through. That nade will kill anybody running up to the entrance. Can hit people through here, and then I typically like to run right through here, hugging this wall. I'll typically hard aim and check anybody over here, and then check people here. And I'll make my way through the spawn, flanking away. Hopefully not getting picked from this building. Always be careful of this building. People love to sit in there. You can get the flank and go over to A and finish off the round. Alright, next shot is going to be kind of an A to spawn route. It's going to be great for clearing out the people that are rushing A building. Gonna run, throw the smoke. Run through here, throw the nade over the top of the building. Cut through here. Wait for anybody to push up. Typically, I'll look right here and pick people here or here that I can see. And then I'll try to run through and get behind enemies that have gone inside the A building. I'll run in here and just kind of clear it out completely. And if the round isn't over by then, I'll typically try to just make my way back over to B and finish it off. But for the most part, by the time you clear everybody out that does rush A, the round's typically over. Okay, next shot is a very common route to run on this map, but it does work well. Just know that it is common, so be ready for people to expect you to be where you are on this route when you break through the doorway. Let me show you what I mean. Throw the smoke over the top. Run straight through. We're going to go right through this building. Pop through the door, run through here. Hard aim it immediately and get ready to challenge people. People are going to expect you to be here. And you kind of work your way through. Typically, I'll cut back over here once again and work through on B completely. And then make my way through the spawn. For this next shot, you're going to run a stun instead of a smoke. This is a route that helps you take over A, but it's a careful route. It's kind of more of a, this is the route I like to run when I have streaks on this map, and I want to call in my streaks. It's more of a, it's not a rush to the spawn, it's kind of a rush to hold the objective kind of route. Gonna want to swap the smoke, This next shot is not as much of a bum rush route to the spawn, get as many kills as possible. It's more of a route that I like to run when I have streaks and I want to call them in. So I take over a site and then I can call in my streaks for all the enemies that are on the other side of the map where I'm not. So this is what you're going to want to do. You're going to want to stun as well. Get the knife swap, run straight through to the right here. Throw the stun over the top at the doorway at A. Hit this corner, that'll open the doorway, pick anybody off rushing it. And you can pick anybody off rushing you in here. Then I'll typically lay right down here. Call in my streaks or whatever, or if I don't have any streaks, I'll just cover the site completely, and then I'll just kind of just worry about hanging the site and letting my streaks do everything, or I'll just cover it and play defense. It's a safe route. This isn't a maximized kill route. This is a I just want to win, play defense, hold a bomb site. My team will have B. I'll take control of A. Just a safe route to run. Alright, squad, that is going to be it for rush routes on Hideout. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'm going to go ahead and leave you guys with some clips of me running some of these routes in an actual game of Search and Destroy. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you do, let me know by leaving a like. If you are new to the channel as well, be sure to subscribe and join the Seek Squad. Once again, there is a playlist linked in the description with all my other rush route videos. Feel free to check it out. Without further ado, though, enjoy the clips. I didn't think Nick was going to get off that early.
Release the bomb. Destroy your targets. We have taken the bomb.
I just saw him. I know Nick.
Defending them is critical. This is Falcon 3-0. Good copy. UAV beginning fire.
One more sweet. Okay.
Cruise missile ready to launch. Out of fuel. Returning to resupply. Critical assets identified. Enemy personal radar overhead. Target identified. Capture the bomb and engage. We have taken the bomb. Enemy UAV overhead. We have taken the bomb.
I think he was here. Could be wrong, though. Like, it's either that or the sniper. It was the sniper.
Mission accomplished. Regroup. Return to base.